Hello, everybody. We are outside. Uh, Thank you for being here. This is another comic book reading session. Uh, Probably will be the whole book. Um, this is Batman Legends of the Dark Knight Flyer, Part 1 of 3. Flyer, Part 1. Meditation, training lost in them. I've avoided a basic fact about my secret life. For mother, for father, for all the good reasons, all the right choices. A part of me still scampers over the rooftops in the dark for the sheer pleasure of it. I'm mortified to admit just how much I love being Batman. Now, Master Bruce, you said you wanted to be awakened precisely at 11. Thank you, Alfred. And although you specifically asked me not to mention it, Alfred, he's never approved of my right donuts. Fears I'm crossing some dangerous sociopathical lines. Isn't it really time to put away the horn hat, the music hall suit, and get down to some serious her making? Time for that later, Alfred, and other things to be serious about now. While most guys my age, I know, are trying to swindle their first million, I'm addressing some serious social problems. Come on, Mama. All right, I'm back. Sir, even allowing for the recently emerging youthful ex libris, that's a bit self congratulatory when you're spending your night being up hoodlums. No audio. Is there audio now? And I like it. There's no denying you made some contribution to society, but I fear of late you get more out of these romps than we do. Alfred, that's in ski. Alfred, that's in a bat. Dunt. A mutilated bat. The 12 this week, all killed with these spikes. What does this mean, sir? Why bats? Obviously, painfully, obviously. Marley, someone is slaughtering them. Dog. Come on, come on. Stay here. Someone is slaughtering them. You sent me a message and it's working well enough. I can't wait to make another serious contribution to society. Heaven help any luckless loneliest who get out of the line tonight. For all my Zen prep, I was always rather detached from the cosmic or spiritual stuff. And dressing up was not part of my life at all. But when the bat shattered the glass and carmooned off the walls of the living room, I knew I had my totem, my disguise, my mask. Honk, 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 honk. But those first few times I was so afraid, so wrapped up in the jobs at hand, I never guessed how repetitious the night life is practically from up here. After 18 months as the Batman, I have a very different take on the Phantom of the Opera. Wow. And Dante's Inferno has another subtext entirely. 18 months, and only now getting over how much Gotham's changed since I was a boy. One Christmas, not long after my parents died, I let go of Alfred's hand at the parade and got lost in the city. He nearly killed himself and drove the police absolutely crazy until they found me. Safe and sound on a fire escape, watching the world go by, having the time of my life. My mind, my heart, my soul, we still live in that soiled but gleaming Gotham. Lost city of my memory, where a little boy could be safe in a passively Belgium universe. Beginning universe. My body, however, lives in the real world where dark move. And dark men like me are needed. You man, don't you tourists read the papers? Crime's running rampant in the city, especially on my block. Listen, Tom, give them what they want. It wasn't all that far from here, the fire escape where Alfred found me. Right, Tommy, and maybe we won't take Mama with us on a date. Ge- Getting impatient, Tommy. Enough, Nasikaliga. Night court is in session. Chung chunk, all rise. Enough. This new breed of punks learn their stuff from TV and the comic books. Life imitating art in the worst way. Chunt crash. Woo, what? Why? You're the bat, like on the news. You could have been an item. You don't know the night what one wrong turn down one wrong street can mean. Get the hell out of here. A family cuts too close to be fun. The rest goes better, much better. Maybe Alfred's right. Maybe this has become a health club for me. But the recent months have shown me it's one of the best in the world. And I'm the one and I'm the femme and I'm one of the few who can afford it along with determination. It took months, it took wealth to become a Batman, a combination that might explain. Combination that way explain. Shroom for my why my battle for the night often goes uncharted. Shroom. What? I dodge bullets as they spectaculate. Cheddar, punk, singing. No, that's not, no, not bullets, spikes. Swoom, the bat killer has found me. And from nail gun like Armitat to talon like claws, chuck, pow. Technology favors him. Only chance, Cheddar-doom, to lose him. Shroom, it. In my jungle, get him where I want him. In my jungle, get him where I want him. and go along for the ride. Zoom! You might remember a Japanese toy robot, but his armor is space-age materials, which might mean the government is finally getting into the costume hero trade. Vink all you want. Jink all you want. Swoom! Swoom! I never get airsick. He tests my limits anyway. Please like, comment, and subscribe. As Alfred fears, I thrill to it. Swoom! Swoom! Until yeow! So kiss. He reminds me how vulnerable I am to losing this game. Okay. Swoom! I can play dirty too. Spudda! Ratchikas! Boom! Soup! Pop! It's not the costume, it's the mask. Pop! Zoom! The grief starts and ends here. They don't see your face. You feel this sense of invisibility. Swam! Shoot! Sput! Zig! Of being able to act without fear of consciousness. Like, shoosh. Is that a machine or a man I've sent down there? Damn it. Shoosh. No, there haven't been many of these exotic challenges to my night. But the right one could be enough. Hugo Strange, Mr. Whisper, and now this one. Fighters of the Old West, upstarts gunning for me. I wonder if Clark feels the same about me. Alfred! Herb tea and towels, and I've got company. Will you guess be staying for luncheon, sir? He attacked me over Gotham Square. Your head, sir. Is that blood? Not to worry. I cauterized it in the East River. He's got technology in his suit that demands investigation. And Alfred, I've had a rough night. God in heaven. I've seen pictures from World War II. Prisoners liberated from Dachau, Bergen, Belsen. Faces in these grisly photographs bore a similar look, but for the added horror of the iron jaw. What could this poor soul have survived to end up like this? This is more exoskeleton than suit. Is the rest of him? If the rest of him is in the same condition, reading indicates just that. I wonder, sir. Damn. Was it wise bringing him to the Batcave? We have to know more about him in the suit. I couldn't leave him at the bottom of the river, or for anyone else to find. But sir, Alfred, he was deadly, and he hit me like someone only beginning to realize their full potential. Of course, sir, and I simply feel if you insist on playing your night games, a bit more discretion is in order. Okay, point taken. We can fix the security breach after. He's coming around. Make sure those subliminal tapes are set on audio level 3. Certainly, sir. While I administer the sodium pentothal. Careful with the dosage, Master Bruce. His condition has stabilized, so there should be no risk. But, Alfred, please, the tapes. Mom. He's coming out of it. Oh dear, sounds like you sent him too far back the dosage. Alfred, I learned this from you. Give him some time for our questions to penetrate. My name is Curtis Eisman. I was born in an immigration camp in the British administered sector of West Germany. The common law wife of an American Army officer, she claimed he'd shrieked was his obligation to her and her infant son. Mom wangled her way from Europe with my grandfather in doctored passports. Mom hoped blackmailing Dad would distract the authorities from too closely examining Grandpa's documents. No such luck, of course. It was all in the newsreels. They caught Grandpa a Nazi war criminal, attempting to enter the United States illegally. Mom always said I was too young to remember, but I really do, Mom. Fought off, but I really do. Mom fought off crying when they dragged him away, but she couldn't stop when they told her Grandpa was dead, a heart attack during interrogation. That was also in the news, and it was the last time I ever saw Mom cry. The government had no quarrel with her. Once Mom proved she and Grandpa really were on the CIA payroll, in a year she was working with her father's former colleagues. The same guys who launched the B-2s at London soon was teaching the next generation of space scientists. Speaking in her father's voice from beyond, the grave concealing their shared belief in the innate superior of the Aryan race. As she advanced swiftly during the race against Soviet space achievement, within 7 years, Mom was specializing in the design and creation of spacesuits and hardware. An essential part of putting a man on the moon, Mom was on top. All from using technology and concepts derived from my grandfather. Mom defied Grandpa, sleeping with his memory, having lost long since kissed off Dad once we made it to the States. She kissed me off too in in time. She kissed me off too in time. Mom called me the expirational Eisman because I was so average, so I left to do the best what I had. Which, according to Mom, was never very much. The only girl in all boys' network she ever noticed me leave. Whatever I had. Eventually, it brought me to Gotham City to a police chopper and a SWAT team action. They had him pinned inside a 5-story tear-down special off Robinson Park. My job was to buzz back the press so the team could kick his ass to hell before the liberals got word. He's talking about you, Master Bruce. Quiet, Alfred. Dad had gotten me an Air Force commission. After 2 tours overseas, I resigned it for the chance to cast in on dodging all the enemy fire. Working Gotham as a helicopter under the administration was a breeze. Instead of outgoing wonder, I feared the commission to meetings. That day, though, I had a real job training this Batman, and we had him nailed tight, except for the bats. A Gotham cloud of flying vermin appeared out of nowhere, called up to cover his escape, covering my chopper as well. Cover everything. His bats. His bats. My destruction. They saved me, some of me, and kept the secret part of covering up Commissioner Lobby's mishandling of the whole episode. Still, Mom somehow learned and somehow was interested. My mother needed me. Interested enough to use her government connections to ensure that I survived after so many years. This project, it can enable me to walk, Mom. Don't call me that ever again. Then she showed me the suit. Walk, Kurt, you will fly. We called we call it Mavador I and you, Kurt, will be more than you've dared to dream the soul of this new machine. I've convinced certain defense contacts to secretly fund my little notion to build a superhero suit, make a man an uber menace like this costume stranger in Metropolis. Superman, he's called. I so like that very Aaron. And now the Bat here in Gotham City, the Batman who ruined you. A second machine, what? Our new prototype not quite ready for you, and you're not quite ready for it either. And you've been a raging disappointment to me, Kurt, but this is an opportunity to find your manhood, to shed your father's low-born genes, to post with my blood. Hurt the bat, bring your enemy down. The blood of your grandfather of 2,000 years of Teutonic warriors demands it. For once, Kurt, make me proud. Callus, deep down, isn't that what every boy wants? Kasum, to make his mother proud. Hunt your enemy, hunt him. And if the Batman was not so easily found, swoom, the flying rats who served him for a week, I slaughtered them. And they had slaughtered me until poor bastard faded look. Nearly everything prosthetic. Why in God would this woman force this pitiful wrench after you? Beyond his own desire, beyond his own desire for revenge, well, she has some sort of costing government backing, Alfred, and from a governmental point of view, you're an outlaw, which could mean chunt, chunot, boom. Look out, Alfred. It's an attack, but what? Chuck, I will say one thing for your nighttime activities. You do tend to antagonize the most interesting people. So, boom. To be continued. To be continued. All right, everybody. That'll be it for this comic book session. Like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for being here.